Tommy McCarthy, the first baseman for the Gold Eyes. That pitch swung on, well hit, going into that right center gap. Could it be? It is! Booyah! That one is out of here, and it's a 2-0 Sioux City Explorers lead. Vince Fernandez, who extends his team lead in home runs, his 15th home run on the season, and the Explorers take a 2-0 lead. Oh man, what a hit that was. And Lovich now at the plate. He bats righty. A righty-on-righty matchup. He swings, and that one is in between first and second. It's going to score a run. Zeisler scores, but staying at second base is the catcher Dylan Leach. And the Tigers do cut into it. It's a 7-3 ball game now, and a runner on first and second. The batter on deck now for the Tigers represents the tying run, making things a little interesting.
Let somebody else do the damage and take your chances. That's what he meant.
Yeah, and that's another big thing, because now with one out, a double play ends the inning. And that one could be a double play. Over to short, to second, Kasser over to first, and he got him. That's a double play inning ending, and the threat from the Gold Eyes ends as soon as it started. Brady Cook, he's got a stack of 2 wide receivers on the left side. He takes the snap. He's looking left. He goes there. End zone. Touchdown, Missouri Tigers. Theo Weiss Jr. gets the reception, and the Tigers take the early lead. Welcome back to Sioux City Explorers baseball. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, and Miguel Sierra starting off for the Explorers. First pitch is a ball missing a little bit away. Second pitch, though, that's a strike, called strike for a 1-1 count now. Miguel Sierra finds himself even as that one swung on, well hit. Going out into left field. Under it, though, and making the catch is Miles Symington. A few steps in front of that warning track, and it's out number 1 pretty quickly here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And now stepping up to the plate, it's Chase Harris. Still on the mound, it's Joey Matulovic for the Gold Eyes. And Matulovic, up until last inning, had been really rolling. He hadn't allowed a hit until the leadoff single from Matt Lloyd, which ended up costing him. That pitch away for ball number 1 and a 1-0 count now to Chase Harris. And he had a no-hitter going into the 4th inning. And, you know, you might say, okay, who cares? That's still, you know, a very short amount of time. But it was still a very impressive performance from him, and a 2-0 count now to Harris's second pitch missed. That one fouled back into the netting for strike number 1, and it's a 2-1 count now to Chase Harris. And Harris has been a guy that's been a staple to this team for a few years now. He's been here since 2021. Joined the X's then. He was tenured at the same with Nate Gherkin. Hit .251 in 89 games in 2021. And then last year he ended up batting .282. This year, not quite having the same season as he's had in the past. Still a stolen base machine, though. 23 stolen bases on 28 attempts, as it's a 3-2 count now to Chase Harris. That one swung on and fouled down the third base line into the stands, and it remains a 3-2 count.
The homer for Vince Fernandez ended a 7-game homerless streak for the ball club. The last one was against Gary in Game 1 of that double dip Sunday week.
Yeah, I remember it had been a while since that, you know.
Been a while since they've gone deep, but did go deep earlier, so there's that.
Swung on and fouled right into the dirt down that first baseline. And, yeah, well, it was a very necessary run scored there. Gives a 2-0 lead to the Explorers, and that's where it's at right now. It seems like runs at the premium as that one taken for ball number 4. You know, Jackson Smith really thought that one was strike 3. He was ready to throw that one down to third base, but ended up being called a ball from Mike Anderson, the home plate umpire. And Chase Harris makes his way over to first base with 1 away in the bottom of the 5th inning, a 2-0 game.
Yeah, Tom Thornton, their pitching coach, just kind of leaned out and said, you know, kind of asking where that was.
That pitch fouled down the third base line, kind of just over the stadium.
It's something we've talked about, you know, that Steve Montgomery's talked about when those outer halves are there and not there, the adjustments you got to make. And, you know, Harris took that pitch and it was just away. Not by much, but that's an adjustment.
Well, it ended up working out for them as that one's hit Line drive over to center field. Williams trailing back just a bit, easily able to make the catch as Scott Oda lines out for out number 2, and that's 2 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. Chase Harris still on first base. And Matt Lloyd stepping up to the plate. He started that rally in the 4th inning with that lead-off single. He's 1 for 2 on the night after he had ended up having that line drive over to Brian Martinez at second. Matulovic getting set on the mound. He eyes him down. He fires. That one's just high for ball number 1, and it's a 1-0 count to Matt Lloyd. Matt Lloyd, always one of those dangers, and with a guy on first base, you know, we were mentioning this earlier, how he's one of those guys that's a huge danger to put the barrel to the bat and just get it into play. He puts a barrel to the bat right there, doesn't get great contact. It's blooping over into left field, but Andy Armstrong trailing all the way back into left field, right in front of Miles Symington and making the play for out number 3. Well, the Explorers do get a runner on base, but they leave him there. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base at the end of 5 innings. Your Explorers, they lead 2-0. This is Sioux City Explorers Baseball on KSCJ and AABaseball.tv. Welcome back to Missouri Baseball. We're here in the top of the 2nd inning at Taylor Stadium. First inning quite hectic, and we're already starting here. It's a 1-0 count for Vanderbilt at bat. And at the plate is R.J. Austin for the Commodores. R.J. Austin, the freshman from Pace Academy in Atlanta, the number 59 overall prospect in the nation and number 11 shortstop in the nation based on Perfect Games recruiting rankings. On the mound for the Tigers is Logan Lunsford, who pitches a nice curveball and a swing and a miss from R.J. Austin. Brings the count to 1-2.
Yeah, I like how he's getting ahead on the Vanderbilt hitters.
Lunsford seeming a lot stronger after allowing that unfortunate leadoff double to Enrique Bradford Jr. last inning. That one is fouled off into the first base seating.
Yeah, he's taking no time.
And it's seeming to work to his advantage. The 1-2 count, that one looked like it was a check swing, but it bounced off of Austin's bat, and the count stays at 1-2. That's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate there.
Austin, again, the freshman, he's looking to make a name for himself. Vanderbilt very good at recruiting some of these strong freshman players. That pitch is going to miss just a bit low and outside, so it brings the count 2-2 for Lunsford. Lunsford gets set, he throws, and that one is way inside, almost hit Austin. I'm surprised it didn't, but it does hit in the dirt, and that brings the count to a full count. A way to work the count by R.J. Austin. Brings it to full count. Now Logan Lunsford getting set. He fires. That one's a curveball in there. Oh, what a pitch. That thing had at least a foot of drop on it and gets in there for strike 3. A beautiful way to end that first at-bat. 1 away now, and the Tigers are looking to get through this game after allowing that leadoff hit.
Yeah, what a pitch right there by Lunsford to strike out Austin. Like you said, that had about a 1-inch drop there. What a pitch.
And the first pitch of the next at-bat is going to be a little bit low for a ball. Chris Maldonado, the designated hitter for the Vanderbilt Commodores. Second pitch of the at-bat right down the middle on a fastball, and that one is strike number 1, so it's a 1-1 count.
Yeah, Lunsford is just getting the ball, and he's just firing it right away.
That pitch is going to fall just a bit inside on the fastball. Tried to get him some inside cheese, but brings the count to 2-1. Just to recap real quick, in the first inning, Vanderbilt Commodores had a nice leadoff double that bounced off the third base bag, sent Enrique Bradford Jr. to second, and he was advanced to third on a balk and then got home on the sac fly. The Tigers got a leadoff home run by Luke Mann last inning to tie the ball game and now sits at 1-1. We're in the top of the second, and a 2-2 count now to Chris Maldonado. Logan Lunsford, the freshman from Mizzou, gets set. He fires, and that one is just dribbled down the third base line, but does roll foul. No harm for the Commodores. Still a 2-2 count. Logan Lunsford is really getting worked out by these Vanderbilt hitters recently. They have been getting some high pitch count on him.
Yeah, he's dealing, though. Right when he gets the ball from the catcher, he's just firing it in there.
And the third, that pitch is going to be swung on. It looked like a check swing. Had to check with the first base umpire, but they called a strike 3. So now 2 away and a great strikeout by Logan Lunsford, who has been dealing since allowing that first hit. Really doing the best that he could other than that unfortunate leadoff double and then the balk. Now the third batter of the inning for the Doors is Parker Nolan, the first baseman. He's batting .275 on the year. First pitch is going to be for a ball. Not getting ahead like he likes to, but second pitch, that one is fouled straight back and skied all the way back onto the track for the track and field athletes behind Taylor Stadium. Now Logan Lunsford getting set on the mound. Fires to the lefty. That one is sent down the first baseline. Well foul, almost dribbled into the Doors dugout. Parker Nolan was called a tough, dependable, durable, and very competitive player by their head coach, Tim Corbin, in the preseason notes. More recently, Parker Nolan had a home run and 3 RBIs against number 3 Ole Miss all the way back on March 16th. Also came up with a clutch walk-off single in the 17th inning versus Evansville back on March 8th. That pitch getting a lot of hate from the fans as it was called a ball. Not sure exactly where that missed. It looked like it could have been just outside. A 2-2 count now with 2 away. And that pitch, a great off-speed curveball by Logan Lunsford strikes him out. He got 3 up, 3 down, all on strikeouts that inning. What a way to work the side. And a great comeback inning from Logan Lunsford. Blanks the Commodores in their second inning. So we're going to head into the middle of the second inning. And when we come back from this commercial break, you're going to be hearing the Tigers come up to bat in the bottom of the second to see if they can take the lead in this game. You're listening to KCOU 88.1 FM.